This is the story of Prince Bennett the Knight. Prince Bennett lived with his sisters, Princesses Madeline and Olivia, and Prince Samuel, along with the king and the queen, in their castle near the rock. Whenever someone in their kingdom needed protection, they called on Bennett. He was their knight in shining armor. He was always ready to help, and nothing frightened him. Do you have a dragon threatening to burn down your house? Call on Bennett. He and Prince Samuel were an excellent team. Samuel drove Bennett to the fight and in one of his trucks, and Bennett battled the dragon, and Samuel would bring the right equipment to clean up the mess. One day, a giant wandered into their kingdom from the north. He stepped on houses and trees, smashing everything in his path to smithereens. It was terrible. With his gigantic boots, squish! The fastest runner ran to the castle and told Bennett he must come help immediately. Without hesitation, Bennett put on his armor and called for Samuel to get the royal helicopter. Together, they had some ideas for defeating the giant. Before they left the castle, they gathered a few items from the royal toy chest and the kitchen. I wonder what they were. We better find out. They climbed into the helicopter and raced towards the giant. "Are you ready?" asked Bennett. "Yes. Are you?" said Samuel. "Let's do it," said Bennett. And so they began their plan. As the helicopter flew exactly above the giant, they pulled out their water balloons. They were filled with orange juice. As they passed over the giant's head, they dropped the water balloons. Immediately he was rubbing his eyes, which were burning and sticking together. As the giant was distracted, Bennett parachuted out of the helicopter. As soon as he landed, he removed his chute and ran to the giant, who was hopping around and waving his arms wildly while he howled. Bennett quickly tied his ankles together and tipped him over and tied his arms by his side. The giant cried and whined. "Why are you crying?" asked Bennett. "I like squishing things. It makes me happy," said the giant. Bennett had an idea. He and Prince Samuel tied the giant under the helicopter and flew away. They landed at a surprising place. It was a recycling center. "Here is a place where you can crush things all day long without hurting anybody. You'll actually help people," said Bennett. The giant smiled as he sat down on a pile of empty cans. He started smashing to his heart's content, making a huge racket as he kicked his boots and swung his arms. As they flew away, Samuel said, "You know, Bennett, sometimes you really are a knight in shining armor." We all know that when your own brother says these things, it's high praise indeed. I happen to think Samuel is right.